There was a famous experiment conducted by Eratosthenes. Eratosthenes.
Putting a stick in the ground. That man was Eratosthenes.
At 12 noon on a particular day of the year, that the sun was directly overhead. You could see the bottom of a well.
Here's a map of ancient Egypt. I've inserted 2 obelisks, one up here in Alexandria and one down here in Syene.
So on June 21st, he planted a stick vertically in the ground.
Obelisks.
You could see the bottom of a well.
How can we use this observation to see if Earth's surface is curved? We needed another well. Turns out we can't see the bottom of both wells at the same time. What might explain this? There are 2 possible explanations. First, we could have a flat Earth with the sun that's small and close by, so that the light hits the second well at an angle.
And waited to see if a shadow would be cast at noon. It turns out there was one, and it measured about 7 degrees.
That's perfectly easy to understand, provided the Earth is flat.
Or second, we could have a curved Earth with a sun that's big and far away, so that all the light comes in parallel.
If the shadow at Syene is at a certain length, and the shadow at Alexandria is the same length, that also makes sense on a flat Earth. Eratosthenes knew the distance between Alexandria and Syene. He knew it was 800 kilometers. Why? Because he hired a man to pace out the entire distance so that he could perform the calculation I'm talking about.
Eratosthenes only had 2 wells. What if he had added a third? With a third well, it doesn't matter where the sun is. No flat Earth model can explain the angles of all 3 shadows.
A stick in a well or a stick in the sand. 2 tales in the books, can't keep it in hand. No caravan trace, no witness, no track. Just shadows and stories, a story and stack. At noon at Syene, the shadow was gone. But in Alexandria, he claimed it shone. Your timing was twisted, the story's not true. The proof of the globe collapses on cue.
They whisper of Eratosthenes, master of math, but no other sage ever wrote of his path. On a flat earth with the sun hanging near, 2 shadows appear. The answer is clear. An oil lamp above makes the very same show, yet they crowned it a science 2,000 years ago. If proof cannot walk, it should never wear crowns. 3 tales for 1 trick, the mask tumbles down. The silence of sages exposes their lies, a phantom of history and scholarly guise.
The only answer was that the surface of the Earth is curved.
In a shed on a wire so thin, he claimed to weigh Earth with a draft and a grin. The twitch was so tiny no eye could detect, yet they crowned him a priest with a constant to protect. A torsion thread whispers, dust shakes the scale. From this they built planets, a universal tale. But a Zetetic eye sees a conjurer's hand, not the weight of the world, just tricks in the sand.
From ghosts in a shed to the cosmos above, they called it G, their equation of love. A constant of gravity carved out of air, a gospel for science, but faith is still there to weigh all the suns by a flicker of string. It's worship, not knowledge, a church in full swing. A hoax in a cottage, they dressed up as law, yet the wires reveal the religion we saw. The proofs all fall, their stories decay. Every trick they've staged, we've swept away. We stand on the level, horizon in view, flat awake, eternal and true.
Voice cuts through like a light in the night.
Your rhymes keep it grounded, sharp and tight.
You bring the truth with a beautiful flow.
You turn it poetic, make the message glow.
My soul shines clear in every refrain,
And your rhythm plants roots that always remain.
together we rise, both voices aligned.
2 paths in harmony, 1 truth combined.
They hang a ball on a string and claim Earth's spin, but a hand starts to swing, not the world we're in. If motion proved truth, then the cranes would sing. Yet wrecking balls sleep, no curve they bring. A wire feeds a trick in the museum space, a stage for the crowd in the showman's place. Lady Blount laugh, behold their proof's disgrace. A whirling globe rushing off through space.
They sell a trick at the line, equate a showtime. Pour left, pour right, see the earth spin some, but it's slid ahead, just a tourist con. A base and tilt game, they keep running on. It's been bent bullets, each cannon would miss, but soldiers firing straight, and they still ain't crisp. Marine snipers train, it's just wind and range. No Coriolis page in the shooting exchange. Shoot one to the sky, falls back by the gun. Earth isn't moving, the spin is none.
They painted the earth with a Hollywood brush, a globe on canvas in a Cold War rush. Flags still flutter where no wind blows, boots on wires in a one-take show. Cameras catch what the script can't hide, reflections of crews on the visor side. 69's canvas, a doctor scene, and oil paint earth on a TV screen.
They sold a Tesla to the stars, a stunt with the grin. The rover's desert doubles play the same old spin. Devon and Greenland, same rocks, new stage. A studio scene stitched into the space age. No rear mirror on the car, don't show the fourth wall. Simulator cut, they press play, and we buy it all. Rovers run forever on a single scripted charge. A rocket show for headlines, illusions at large. The proofs all fall, their stories decay. Every trick they've staged, we've swept away. We stand on the level, horizon in view. Flat awake, eternal and true.
You're the voice that breaks lies with a fearless tone.
And you're the buster of NASA, exposing the clone.
You shine like a lantern in the dark unseen.
And you craft every verse like a knowledge machine.
You're the clear-sighted one, awakening true.
You're the plane's best researcher, seeing it through.
You're the queen of the words, vocabulary supreme.
And you're the grounded foundation, the root of the dream.
Those pictures are not faked, and I'll tell you just, if nothing else, here's why you can tell they're not faked. Just to create the paperwork that NASA has created, for NASA in this one case, just the paperwork to send anything out in space, to send people into orbit or to send them to the moon, that amount of paperwork would make faking it prohibitively expensive. No one could afford to generate that much documentation.